told you you so extra, but I know I'm the same, yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama.
YouTube, it's your girl Drknlvely, aka Robin, and welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time seeing this mug and these locks, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and click that subscribe button, become part of the Dark and Night Squad. Wheeling over here, I'm your good sis, you're my good sis. I posted this video on the internet. It got a little traction. It went damn near viral on Facebook. It got traction on Instagram, and it got traction on here, and I believe it got some traction on Pinterest. Literally, all I was trying to tell y'all and share with y'all is that if you are battling with dry locks, there are two things that you need to know: rose water and steaming your locks. Those work for me. We know everybody's journey is different, but these work for me. Look at my locks. I don't know if you could see. Look at my locks. Can y'all see? Can y'all see the difference? Y'all probably can't. But I've already steamed this side of my locks. I don't know. But this part is moisturized. These are steamed, deodorized, disinfected, whatever you want to call it. These are that. So y'all asked way too many questions. Well, the internet wasn't asking the right questions. The main thing I needed y'all to take away from that information was that if you are dealing with dry, brittle locks, you should think about a steamer. I'm not even going to say a hair steamer because, baby, this is not a hair steamer. This is a clothes steamer. And the reason why I use this is because, baby, do you see the length? Almost 8 years in the game. I could do this. There's things that I do at almost 8 years that you are trying to dream about. So I use this because lengths of my hair, that's the oldest part of my hair. We're not worried about steaming up here because to me, for the most part, for a handheld steamer, we do not want to get anywhere close to our scalp because of the heat, baby. Use with caution. And the only reason I use this is because I have this on hand. Baby, I don't want to go out and buy a separate steamer. I don't got money like that. YouTube not paying me like that, baby. I'm not rich. Your good sis is not rich. So I'm using what I have on hand. All right. So you use whatever steamer you got on hand. And what y'all did not take away is steaming. Rather, you using a hand steamer, a hair steamer, a hooded steamer, a facial steamer, whatever. Steam your locks, no matter how you do it. That was the takeaway I wanted y'all to. I tried to and one holy grail it to y'all, and y'all was like, whoa. Take the information I'm giving y'all, and I need you to run with it. I want to stop and ask questions and shit. Baby, we trying to get on the road. We trying to get on the road to greatness. Juicy, luminous, juicy, big booty, Judy locks. That's what we trying to get to, and y'all want to hold up the trip. So use a steamer to steam your locks. Now, you shouldn't be steaming your locks if you are not fully locked. I didn't fully lock until year 5. But that was me. But the main takeaway, let's take a quiz. The main takeaway from that is what? You shouldn't be steaming your locks if you are not fully locked. So the takeaway from that is like you shouldn't be steaming your locks if you're not fully locked. Main thing, you want to steam your locks every 3 months. You don't want to do it continuously. You don't need to. You don't want to overdo it. All right? Start little and see where it goes. It may not even make a difference, but you don't know. But look into steaming your locks if you are dealing with dry, brittle locks, especially if you've processed your locks. Another factor, if you are using any kind of steamer, hooded, facial, hair, clothes, do not put tap water in there. Don't. You are literally defeating the purpose of steaming your locks to add moisture in by penetrating it with tap water. Tap water is hard water, chemicals. No. What you want to do, get you some distilled or purified water in the steamer. Yes. What's the takeaway from this? Do not put tap water in the steamers, okay? We not doing that. I don't need you to do that. We're trying to grow locks smarter, not harder. So do not put hard water in your steamer on your hair. Now, if you got a clothes steamer and you steaming your clothes, go right ahead. Put some hard water in. No, don't do that. Because you're not even supposed to put hot water in here to begin with. And then when I said in the video, 2 things that my hair love, and I was like, clean clack. And I was like, you putting the rose water in there? No, ma'am. No, sis, I'm not putting it in there because I definitely said in the caption that I am not using them together. I'm using them separately. But they work as a team, if that makes any sense. Yes, they're the best collab since Kobe and Shaq. Baby Kobe, right? That's what we're doing. So, what you do is you steam your hair first, and then you follow it up with the rose water in your continuously spraying spray bottle. All right? Now, class, do a little quick test, a little comprehension. What is the takeaway from what I just said? When you are steaming your hair with your steamer and you are using rose water, you are not using rose water inside of what? The steamer. No, you are using them separately but together in steps. First, you steam your hair. All right, you steam it, and then you follow it up with your continuously spraying spray bottle. Okay, and I'm not going to redo this because this is already juicy, very juicy. So yes, that's what you do. And class, if you are feeling froggy, and depending on where you are in your lock journey, because that's what it's all about, timing, depending on where you are in your lock journey, you can follow it up with a light oil. And what do? You literally just do those steps, and then after that, you want to take that light oil, whatever light oil you want to use. It's your world, squirrel. Whatever the light oil that I use, because y'all always want to know, is this one. That's the oil I use, right? You want to know why I use it? Because it's the closest oil that is similar to the natural secreted oil from our scalp. Science! The more you know. So then you take that, rub it between your hands, get it, shouldn't be a lot, a quarter size amount. I'm saying a quarter because of the length of my hair, but depending on the length of your hair, it could either go from a dime to a penny to a nickel to a quarter, and then maybe a Sacagawea or a silver dollar. But y'all know about a silver dollar. So then you take that oil and then you massage it. Once again, you can spray the oil back into your hair, or you can just massage it, rub it down, and then that is it. You have moisturized. That's how I steam my locks. Now let me show you real fast and in a hurry. I already did this one. So what we're going to do, we're going to tie this off. Ooh, baby, the day that has come to where I could use my own hair to tie a knot. We're going to work in sections. Take this, simply just put that right there. That's what we're going to do. I already steamed this side of my hair and there was already water in here, but we're just going to refill it for the purposes of y'all because I filmed on my phone already. So we're going to fill it up. All right, it has a little cup, but ain't nobody got time for that. Then we're going to turn it on. We're going to let that warm up. Woo! There are some weak spots. Look at that one. That'll probably end up breaking. And low key, just going to pull it off. I could have cut it off, but I'm at that point in my lock journey to where I am not afraid of. Now, if I lose a whole lock, that's a different story, but that's a tip. This one's definitely a little stronger than that one, so I'm not. But that one definitely had a weak spot for sure. And the thing is, when your hair is a certain length and you get to it, I don't even know where that, if I go and I search for it, I'll find it. But where'd it go? Is that it? Oh, it was one of my smaller ones. Anyways, all right. Once again, this is what I do. The steamer is coming up. Do you see it? Yeah. All right. It's full steam ahead now. And then the lengths of my locks. I do not do the roots because the roots are the newest and youngest part of your locks. And baby, do you see this heat? I'm not trying to get that. I'm not trying to burn my scalp. Now, I did go and buy a glove at one point. And please watch how you handle the hair after you do steam it because my hair holds heat. I don't know if y'all hair, my hair holds heat, water, and smell. The way I came about steaming my locks was because my hair holds smells when I'm cooking. 54, eating hibachi, Benihana, all those places, steakhouses, my hair is going to smell. It's going to soak up every scent. Even when I cook at home, my hair is going to stink. So I was like, how do you get rid of a funky smell? You would steam it. I had a clothes steamer and I just decided to steam my locks to get the stank out, to get the funk out of it, because it had, I don't know, cigar, lounge, something. Not really sure. But anyways, this is how I steam the very tips of my hair. This is my non-dominant side, so I'm doing the best I can. I have the protection of my sleeve from the excess steam, but don't be like me. You don't have to do it this way. I'm a rebel with a cause. I'm not a rebel without a cause. Turn the steamer back on. So already at a certain temp, so it doesn't take long for it to kick back. Trying to not do the steam directly into the camera. Now, mind you, I'm not getting close to my scalp, and I don't do it for a long time. But that's just me. Once again, this is how I do it. This is how I steam my locks. And even if I was steaming it, normally I don't play around with going to places that's gonna stink up my locks. So if I just got my hair done, I just washed my hair, guess what? I'm not going there. Somewhere it's gonna stink up my hair. And if I do, if it's a birthday or something, I just so happen. But if my hair is in a set style, baby, it's just gonna have to stink because I'm trying to be supportive. This is very close to my face. Do not do this. All right. Now you could also do this, but just make sure you don't burn your hand. The runoff of the steam. See, I just tried to touch the tip of my hair. Hot. Turn that off because it's gonna get steamy. Come on. We only got a small little section to go. All right. Spray it in. Then we're just gonna repeat here. Move that to the back. Turn it on. Shouldn't take that long to steam. And that's it. You wanna get it evenly split. Make sure it's all combed, raked through. If you are feeling froggy, get you a lock comb. All right. And this comes in handy mainly when my hair is straight. When it's in a set style, I wouldn't comb it. And I'm not really raking through my hair if it's in a set style. I feel like it only, I finger detangle it when it's in a set style. But it does feel good to comb. And this is a good scalp massager. Great for scalp massaging. So you're not scratching, but you're kind of rubbing. That's it. And I'll leave this in the description of where I got that from. But that is it, baby. All right. I hope you found this video informational. I hope it helps you out in regards to my Midwest girlies. Because I took a trip to the Midwest and baby, it was dry there. It was dry. I stay in Houston. It's very humid here. Very humid. So I experienced that for the first time and I was like, what is this? I didn't understand. So I hope you found this video very helpful and informational. And if you have any other questions, I believe I covered them all. But if you do have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Yeah.